You are now tuned into the DFPN, the Dat Feelin' Podcast Network. Welcome to the smoke pit. It's Friday night, come and take a load off. Come sit in the smoke pit, it's time for us to show off. It's been a long week, come relaxing, get some laughs in, and let's talk about these brackets. And while we at it, tell me whose mans is this? Cause I got questions, I'm hoping you can answer it. Get ready, cause you know we gon' talk a lot of shit. It's Mac and Makk, welcome to the smoke pit.
I got Ant-Man. And the reason I got Ant-Man this high up is I was pleasantly surprised by Paul Rudd playing Scott Lang. When the trailer was coming out for Ant-Man, I thought this was a throwaway movie for Marvel, like a cash grab. They're just throwing this character in here because I didn't think they would take Ant-Man as seriously as an integral part to fucking saving the world as they ended up doing further down the line in their movies. I just thought it was like, hey, here's this dude that can shrink and turn big and all this other shit. Kind of funny, all this stuff. He controls ants. Like, the general fan, the casual fan, I guess, would probably look at this like, what the fuck is this shit? Like, we got a whole God of Thunder. We got a fucking almost invincible Hulk. We got fucking all these fucking Avengers and shit. Here comes Ant-Man and shit. But the introduction of him as a character, like, I knew what this was going into it. I'll put it that way. And when you start looking at their post-credit scenes and seeing where they're going with it, you start getting more intrigued. Like, that kind of made me more interested in continuing watching. Like, I was probably going to watch him anyway. But now I'm just like, I kind of see what Marvel's trying to do cinematically with their characters. So I thought it was pretty good. Ant-Man is number 13 for me.
Okay. My number 13 is Spider-Man Far From Home. And it's pretty much the same things that you alluded to. Like, it came after Endgame. They called it, this is where the blip reference comes from, Spider-Man Far From Home. I thought for everything Spider-Man Homecoming was for me, Spider-Man Far From Home wasn't for me. Doesn't mean that it's a bad movie. It's just that I was invested heavily in Homecoming and continuance, man. I would have loved the continuance. Granted, it came after the blip, which again, it came after Endgame, so expectations were high for me too. So I didn't get it.
Cool. Next up, number 12, Ant-Man and the Wasp. Pretty much same reasons before. Paul Rudd as Scott Lang is pretty. I think that's perfect casting for Marvel, so I give him points for that. Introducing the Wasp character was also kind of dope, seeing that aspect. And low-key, can I just say, the same reason Guardians was as high and not as low as most people would have thought for me. Michael Pena in these movies, God, bro, you want to talk about the comic relief? Like, when I hear comic relief, this is what I want. Somebody who doesn't try to overstep, be too funny, he is just naturally the guy that he is in this movie. You know what I'm saying? So it's well done. And Loki, the thing that boosted this up, because this came out after Infinity War, the post-credit scene where he jumps in there to get some more fucking shit. I guess, like, what did they send him back in there to grab? I forget. Like, more particles or whatever. And then he's like, I'm ready to, all right, bring me back, guys. Guys, where you at? Guys, and they zoom out and you see the ashes because those guys got fucking done after. I was like, oh, I forgot that this shit happened. He snapped these motherfuckers. Because the whole movie, you forget that Infinity War happened. You're thinking that they're here. In my mind, I'm thinking that they are left after the snap. I did not think this movie was happening in correlation to Infinity War happening.
Right.
Like, cause I'm thinking all the superpower dudes are fighting Thanos. I didn't, bro. The way they did that, I was like, bow. Like, oh, he's fuck.
Y'all got me.
Y'all got me. 100%. Y'all got me, Marvel. Well fucking done on that one. So that's why Ant-Man and the Wasp is number 12 for me.
All right, number 12. Please don't be mad at me. Spider-Man: Homecoming. Nothing wrong with this movie, but bro, we are entering into territories that the rest of these movies are going to be the shit. Yes. You know what I mean? So this, I love Spider-Man: Homecoming. So please don't be mad at me. But the rest of these movies are the shit. So I had no problem with Spider-Man: Homecoming. I had absolutely no problem with it. I loved it. I love that they harped on a teenage Peter Parker from the Bronx going to homecoming. It was great. You know what I mean? He's going to a dance. He's dealing with a girlfriend that he loves, and her dad just happens to be the fucking weapons dealer for all the events after. What event was that? It was Infinity War, right?
Yeah, because he was a salvage team. He had a whole squad that he was employing to help.
Oh, it was after stuff. It was after the Avengers.
And after Avengers,
the original.
Yep.
Yeah. So they were going in and picking up all this shit. I had no problem with it because the whole movie setup was great, and the villain was actually a good villain in this movie. And you can see the problems that it caused. Yeah, he was a good villain in this movie.
Oh my god!
And you can see the problems that it caused with Peter Parker, knowing that it was his girlfriend's stepdad.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Man.
I love this movie.
Oh,
I loved it, but I loved it. It was great. It was a great movie. But bruh,
yes,
we are entering into the rest of these movies are the shit.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes. Yes. We're crossing the threshold, my guy, into almost elite status movies is what we're about to cross into with this shit. So, with that being said, 11 for me is Avengers Ultron. Age of Ultron.
Okay.
The only gripe I have with this is how dumbed down they made Ultron. The only gripe.
Yep. That's why I had it ranked so low, because I was like, you could have did so much shit with Ultron, bro. So much shit.
Right. The reason I have this as high as it is because they did a great job of introducing Vision to the MCU, bringing him in, kind of showing, Jarvis is Vision, as incarnate or whatnot.
Right.
Shit, just broke a glass.
What you break?
Just broke a glass. My shot glass, but I got a spare, so it's cool. Just knocked it all off the table.
All right.
But
moment of silence for the shot glass.
But introduction of also Scarlet Witch. I wish Quicksilver kind of lasted a bit longer in the MCU. Introduced us to what's his name? Kraus, the villain that also reappeared in Black Panther with his arms trade. All of this stuff. You kind of saw the beginning of the beef between Captain America and Tony Stark, and kind of like the split of the Avengers, and you also got to see Thor tap in and actually get the big picture of what the fuck we got to do of the threat that's coming. So like when they were trying to stop Tony from bringing back Vision as a weapon for good, Thor comes out of nowhere and it's just like, zap, bring this motherfucker to life. Hey, we need this nigga because some shit is coming. He shows up, he's just like, zap, bring this motherfucker to life. Let me tell you, I seen some shit. We gonna need all the help we can get. So please believe we need this guy here. And then
Yep.
it also it was a well done movie. Again, the only reason I give it so much slack and it's ranked where it's at, because like I'm a big event, like when they fight together as a group, it is an amazing thing to see. It is always what I'd say what X-Men should have been, them fighting together, using their abilities together, comboing some shit, showing that there's some kind of element of a team. X-Men never did that. Fox was fucking that away. I'm glad it's back with the MCU. But
Yep.
they hold Ultron. They made him look like a little bitch. And then it is what it is. So number 11 for me is Avengers Age of Ultron.
Okay. Not mad at that at all. Now I'm gonna make some people mad.
Okay.
My number 11. Actually, I probably will. My number 11 is Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay.
Because I love that movie. I really did. Guardians of the Galaxy, number 11. It did a great job. This was at a time where we didn't know much about anything other than the Earth aspect of the MCU.
Yes.
And this was the breakout. This was the breakout to the entire Marvel universe as we are coming to know it. This was the introduction movie to everything that we know that is possible outside of Earth, and where they went nowhere. And the Kree were starting to get involved because you had Ronan. And granted, the ending of the movie didn't really meet expectations. The dance battle to win it all, but we had an introduction to the Infinity Stone. We actually had an introduction to an elder in this movie, and the Collector, because the Collector is an elder. I thought this was a well done movie to introduce us to all the possibilities that are in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and which they are now starting to deliver on. So this was the movie for me that I was like, okay, I could fucks with this. And I happened to see it at Comic-Con, so.
Bonus. That's a good point you brought up, because up until then, it was just all Earth threats. You know what I'm saying? This expanded the realm of the MCU and introduced people to it, so that's good ass points, man. That's some good ass points. It might actually. Nah, I'm gonna keep it at 15. I ain't moving it. Guardians is still at 15. But I like your argument, man. That's some good shit you just gave us.
Thank you.
We getting into the top 10 now, my guy. We getting into the top 10 now. So let me just say, number 10 for me, Spider-Man: Homecoming. Alluded to when I was talking about Far From Home. Tom Holland, best Spider-Man for me.
Okay.
But the real reason this kicked off is I started to see villains that I'm like, I can fuck with him. I understand his motive now. The Vulture would not have been the Vulture if he was not shaded by S.H.I.E.L.D. showing up and taking money out of his pockets, hindering his ability to feed his family and to take care of his employees. So he's like, I'm going to eat by any means necessary. And he created the Vulture.
Right.
Who, when you look at who he was, his organized, he had a whole syndicate with him. Peter Parker, a high school kid, fighting this fucking grown-ass man who, like I said, by any means was like, I'm going to eat by any means necessary. Michael Keaton as the Vulture.
Yes.
One of the best Marvel villains in the MCU, if not the best villain that MCU has given us. The scene on the ferry where he is just fucking like no regards to anybody else on the boat. Like, I'm gonna fuck this whole shit up. Fuck you, Spider-Man. I don't care who you are, kid or whatnot. And, Again, kind of a low-key throwback to Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man's trying to keep the ferry together. He's using the suit, seeing all the beams he should support. He missed one. He's trying to hold it together. Iron Man shows up. I also like the dynamic between Tony Stark and Tom Holland, or Peter Parker. Tony Stark, knowing that he's a kid, bringing him into this real dangerous interdimensional, intergalactic battle that's happening. Not wanting, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's conflicted. Like, I want to bring you in, but the shit that you just showed me, I see that you're not ready for this shit. Give me the suit back. And then Peter Parker still being like, I'm still a hero. The suit doesn't make me. The one scene that boosts it and puts it in the top 10 for me is when he goes to pick up his girlfriend for the date, and he sees that Michael Keaton is the dude. And then, to
like
me,
his face.
The part when Michael Keaton realizes that Peter is Spider-Man, when he's driving and asking Peter the questions, I'm like, this villain is actually starting to put two and two together. You know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't like DC where Superman curls his bang and puts on glasses and nobody knows he's Superman. This is
right.
So where were you at?
Motherfucker's in the whole mask.
Yeah. Where were you at when all this wild shit is happening? Oh, you know, and he put two and two together, and he had that gun. He was like, hey, man, I'm going to hijack this plane from Stark Tower. If you stop me, I will hurt people that you like.
Yeah.
And Peter Parker,
I'm telling you the game.
Peter Parker was like, bro, that's your whole daughter. He was like, I swear to God, if you stop me from getting this stuff, shit is going to happen. I was like,
that you don't want.
Yo,
you don't want this shit to happen,
Peter.
bro.
What you finna do? What you gonna do, dog? But that scene in and of itself, the realization between they're like in their secret identities or whatnot, and they both realize like, oh, so you was the one I was fucking with. You was the one I was fighting. Okay, let me just tell you what it is, you know. And that scene alone, I was just like, bro, I love it. I love this shit. The conflict between those two is why I have that shit up. I have Far From Home or Homecoming in number 10.
Okay. I'm not mad at it. My number 10 movie. Again, people, don't be mad at me. It's just, I expect shit. You know what I mean? Like, we're in the shit now. We're in the shit now. My number 10, Captain America, Civil War. Again, great movie.
The floor is yours, sir. The floor is yours.
Great movie. Great movie. They split. We found out that Captain America got into it with Tony Stark because his friend killed his parents. Right? There was a whole storyline there that I was really fucking with. And I loved it. And it got all of the current MCU members involved in, right? The real heavy hitters. You know what I mean? They had them on one team, Team Cap, Team Iron Man. In this aspect though, I want everybody to know that I do love my comics. I do love my comics, right? Civil War, the comic book is like up here for me, right? It's here. I fucks with it heavy. I fucks with Civil War heavy. I was invested in it. Now, if we would have had some X-Men in this motherfucker, this would have been number one for me because I love Civil War. But what they gave me, I wasn't mad at. Whose side would I be on in this situation? Listen, if you read the comics, you already know Team Captain America is the way to go because he had everybody on that shit, bro. He had everybody on that shit.
Yep.
I am Team Captain America in the Civil War. Does that make me a bad guy? Maybe, but I at number 10, I fucked with it really heavy.
Okay. So here we go. Number 9. This movie has broken box office records. Well, not broken them, but it's crushing the box office as we speak. Shang-Chi, Legend of the Ten Rings, number 9 for me. When I tell you, when you introduce a character to your cinematic universe, you better give me one hell of an origin story. You better give me a movie explaining this dude to me, explaining something to me. And Shang-Chi, you did it for your boy. I may be kind of biased. Listen, this movie washed the taste of Black Widow out my mouth. I was upset at Black Widow. Marvel was like, we back in the movies. Here's Black Widow. I was like, how dare you? And then Shang-Chi comes out, and I'm just like, here we go. Now, I'm an old head. I grew up watching whatever. Like, there's some random channel that would have on Saturdays some Kung Fu movies. Hand-to-hand Kung Fu combat is what I'm about. And the fact that they cast motherfuckers who can actually do the shit that they needed them to do, plus, because they tried to dabble in the martial arts world with Iron Fist on Netflix. But we not going to talk about that here because we trying to keep a good vibe going, right? So, Shang-Chi, introducing him. Now, if you read the comics, you know Shang-Chi influenced and fought alongside and with a lot of these upcoming people that they plan to introduce in this next phase. So the fact that they're bringing this out, and side note, I haven't seen a lot of people, but to me, this is how I'm seeing it. Shang-Chi is what Black Panther was to black people. Like, the fact that when they did Black Panther, they introduced, or they casted very well. They were like, we're going to go heavy with a African-American cast, director, all of this stuff. They did the same thing for Shang-Chi, you know, Asian American, you know, or Asian, you know, because the lead is Asian Canadian or just Canadian. I don't know, but he is.
Right.
They did well with the casting. The fight scenes were good. Obviously, there's a couple of corny moments in there and stuff. The redemptive arc of Ben Kingsley as Trevor in that movie, like when they found him, they were like, yo, what the fuck are you doing here? And he told his story like, yo, I'm an actor. This one dude, this terrorist hired me to play the Mandarin. Your dad found out that I was playing the Mandarin because Shang-Chi's dad is actually the Mandarin. He got him, locked him away and shit and all this stuff. So Marvel came back, readdressed how shitty they did the Mandarin in Iron Man 3. And like I said, like the visuals, the fights, the low-key shout out to Wong from Doctor Strange fighting the Abomination in that fight scene in the Fight Club. Just all of that, like everything that movie was. And then the end credit scene kind of hinting towards some bro. Like this movie has me excited again for MCU. Like I feel this is the official introduction to the next phase of Marvel movies. Like Black Widow was whatever it was. I think it was a cash grab, cool, whatever. But Shang-Chi has got me in that mode where I'm like, all right, let's go. Let's get it in Marvel. So number 9, Shang-Chi.
All right, hold on. Based off what you're telling me,
Yes.
I am going to do a last minute recalculation.
Okay.
Because if what you're telling me is true, adjustments have to be made.
Okay.
So, what I am going to do right now is I am going to reluctantly slide my top 10.
Uh-oh.
Because I'm going to slide my top 10.
Okay.
And I'm telling you now, people are going to be mad, but I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
At number 9, people, Black Panther.
Okay. The floor is yours, sir.
I'm going to put, if what you're telling me is true, because I haven't seen it, but I knew Shang-Chi was in my top 10 based off, I haven't seen it yet. I'm going to see it tomorrow.
Okay.
But I knew that it was going to be in my top 10. I knew this. Based off, because shout out to the Saturday Night Nerds, we talk. And basically what the group was saying was this is the movie that you need to go see.
Yes.
And they gave me reasons why. And I asked a question to the Saturday Night Nerds. And I knew that the Abomination was going to be in this movie. I also know that Kang the Conqueror is now a thing. And the Abomination is a part of a group coming to the MCU that you very much need to be aware of, especially when it comes to Kang the Conqueror. And it's one of my favorite groups. So, I am going to slide my top 10. Black Panther, slide back because it was at number 8. It's at number 9 now. Listen. As far as Black Panther goes, I loved it. First all black cast in the Marvel movies. Very good story. We dove into Wakanda. We were introduced to Wakanda in one of my previous movies, The Civil War, which Black Panther made his debut in. And just being a fan at that time of what Black Panther was doing. I had never seen this shit before, bro. Like a whole bunch of black people going to the movies, cosplaying. You know what I mean? Like this was the shit, bro. It was the shit. You know what I mean? Like a whole bunch of black people cosplaying. Like you live for this shit. You live for it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like in the movie theaters, like how do I, you know, the way, umama way, umama way, umama way, umama way, Africa. You know what I mean? Like we was in that bitch deep, bro. Like I loved it. Like T'Challa had us all excited to go to the movies again. Again, not a bad movie. Now if I was being biased about it, this would have been my number one movie. But in the grand scheme of Marvel movies, it's up there, but it really, if we really want to be honest with it, Black Panther didn't really contribute anything to the whole Infinity Stone saga. It didn't. It just gave us an origin story. Now, as far as origin stories, it's probably the best, other than the next movie that I'm gonna name. So,
I respect that, man. I respect that. Number 8 for me, Iron Man, the OG. The OG, man. This is mostly heavily weighed on the casting of Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark. Every movie I see this man in now, I'm just like, what's Tony Stark doing in this shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, I cannot see Robert Downey Jr. as another person. Like, and it sucks.
Other than Iron Man.
It sucks for him because he played this role so well. So this is number 8 for me. Number 8, Iron Man. He started the whole shit up. Marvel, they were hurting for money. They gave their big names out to other studios. They gave Spider-Man to Sony. They gave X-Men to Fox. You know what I'm saying? So they're like, oh shit, what do we got? Well, let's start with Iron Man. You know, it was a gamble that they took, and it paid off amazingly. The origin, perfectly done. The only reason it's not as high is the villain. Like, it turned out to be one of those. I guess that paved the way for real easy writing. The villain's just gonna be what the hero is, but evil. You know? Because all dude did was figure out how to make a suit, power it the same way Stark did, and just make a bigger suit. You know. And fortunately, Tony was smart enough to figure out how to defeat him. But then in the end of the movie, the classic, you know, hey, we're going to go here. Hey, make sure you say this. And Tony Stark introduced us to how Tony Stark he's going to be. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm fucking Iron Man. I was like, let's fucking go with this shit. Okay, I'm here for it. But I think everybody here would agree, and most Marvel fans would agree, when it comes to translating a comic character to a live-action on-screen persona, Robert Downey Jr. knocked the shit out of the fucking park as Tony Stark. So, with all that respect, Iron Man is up there at number 8 for me. You are muted, my guy.
My bad. My kid came in here. He
It's
was
all
like
good.
trying to scare the shit out of me, and I was like, "Boy, get your ass." But that is also my number 8, Iron Man. Other than Black Panther, it is the greatest introduction to a superhero in the MCU. And you got a taste of what he was going to be in that movie. Also, this movie was also filmed at Edwards Air Force Base, which I drive by the original Stark building every fucking day when I go to work. So
dope. Cool. All right. Number 7, Black Panther. For all the reasons you said, how it was a cultural event. It wasn't just a movie release, cultural event. We went and saw that in a squad of 12, all dressed up. The fact that the malls in Panama City had little booths that were selling dashikis, African trinkets, all of that stuff. They knew what the fuck was about to happen that February.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever. Black History Month? Black Panther? Bro, this is a side note. Black people, do you see what happens when we come together, and get behind something and support something? Do y'all see that shit? Bro, when we get behind and support something of our own, records were shattered. Yes. Box office was blown out the fucking window. The number 2 movie in the box office was so far in second place, it was fucking ridiculous. We showed up. We showed out. It gave black kids a hero to look up to outside of, I don't know a whole lot of black kids that were just like, I want to be like Blade. I'm going to dress as Blade for Halloween. You know what I'm saying?
I'm about to be T'Challa.
Bro.
Man, my kid was like, Dad, I want to be Black Panther for Halloween. Say less, kid. Say less.
Oh, bro, let's go to the store. Let's go to the store right now, my guy. Let's get this shit.
My guy. Let's go.
Let's go.
Fuck yeah, you're going to be T'Challa. You're going to be Black Panther out. Now I'm getting you the necklace and all that shit, bro.
Oh, my God.
This is the first time for Halloween I was just like, I'm saving up.
I'm
saving up, bro.
My God.
You going decked out. I'm not having you in anything less, bro. Like
the finest vibranium. The finest. Bro, the music, the original score, beautifully done. The soundtrack produced by Kendrick with SZA and fucking oh my God,
bro, that had me more hype for the movie than anything.
Come, fam. The only knock is the villain is the same thing as the hero. You got the same suit.
Yeah.
the same powers. That's the only knock I got.
But even that, I was like,
his
hey,
motive,
auntie. I was like,
his
yes.
motive, 100%. I can see why you mad. Black people out here struggling. Y'all over here living like kings and queens. Y'all know we struggling, but y'all holding on to this because y'all don't want to.
No.
Yes, y'all don't want to get involved with shit. Okay, everybody, like, this went as far back as you saw your other tribes and stuff being sold as slaves and getting sent away, but y'all hiding yourselves here in y'all bubble.
Yep.
Fuck y'all. I'm going to go help my black people. Now, the way he was going about it, kind of super militant, I ain't down with, but I understand his anger. The other plus that this got, we have watched and listened from the mountains. When M'Baku came down, I was like, I fucks with my man here, M'Baku.
Who would not keep his own father safe.
We will not have it. I said we will not have it.
We will not have it. Oh.
Man, this movie, I could watch this now. I could have easily moved this to number one, being that Chadwick passed away last year.
Yep.
You know, and nobody would say shit. Everybody be like, I understand where you're coming from. But
I fucks with it, yeah.
I keep it here. I'm trying to be totally objective. But goddamn, if this movie does not have a special place in my heart, it is here at number 7 on my list.
Okay. I fucks with it. I fucks with it all the way. It was at number 8 previously. My number 7 right now is Thor Ragnarok.
I fucks with that.
And this is the first Thor movie that I really fucked with. You know what I mean? Because it had my boo in there, Tessa Thompson. She was in the movie. You know. That's my boo. I gotta support the boo. She was in the movie. The Hulk was in the movie, and the way they brought him out was spectacular. They kind of got away from Loki, but Loki still played a part. I like to call back to the Avengers movie that they did with the whole how Hulk slammed Thor and Loki was like, yes, you know what I mean. I like that. I liked it. The movie was great. Hela was great in this movie.
Who's that? Claire Danes, right? Claire Danes?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, she was in this movie. Very, very great. You know what I mean? So I fucked with Thor Ragnarok heavy.
I did.
And the score for that movie was actually really good too.
Come on, buddy. Come on. Now we starting to get into some shit where like the music plays a part, like certain scenes, certain things.
Yep.
Like, because my next up at number 6 is Thor Ragnarok for the same reasons you said. I'm real big on when Marvel can mix their comedy with action and also progress the story of the Infinity Saga. Well done. The music right off the bat, Thor's in the chain talking to old buddy, and then he's just like, well, here comes my hammer now, and he was waiting. He's like, sorry, it takes a while, and then that dun 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 dun. I'm like, here we go. This is what I'm here for.
Going down.
Yeah. I like how that also tied into, like, it kind of reincorporated Doctor Strange into it. Doctor Strange's like, yo, what are you doing here back on Earth? Get your ass the fuck up out of here. I'm trying to protect this realm, you know. And Hela shows up. He throws Mjolnir. She grabs it, shatters it. I'm just like, oh, y'all got problems now. This hammer used to save your ass.
Oh, you powerful.
Now it ain't saving your ass, you know. So Tessa Thompson showing up. Introduction to the Valkyries. The tease of World War Hulk. The tease of it. Not really giving it to us all the way. But the tease of it kind of is what further made me want to jump into the seat opening weekend. But it was very well done. The comedy was, bro, I laughed harder at this movie than at most movies that were geared to be comedies. My favorite part is where Tessa brings him in, or Valkyrie brings him in, Banner and Thor, and she has Loki tied up. And then Thor's like, you can't trust this dude. There was one time I was like 8, and he turned himself into a snake because he knew I love snakes. So I picked up the snake, and then he was like, it's me, Loki. And he stabbed me with a knife. I was just like, yo, what the fuck was y'all doing as kids? Like, yo, what the fuck is y'all doing?
Was the fuck out.
Oh, y'all stabbing each other at 8? Shit. But the part where they get everybody off of Asgard, Loki showing up, fighting alongside, like, there's small moments where I'm like, fuck yeah, Loki, like, this is the shit y'all should have been. Brother and brother fighting, protecting your people and shit. But, you know, and then that was the movie that led us into Infinity War. So props for doing that as well. So Thor Ragnarok, number 6 for me.
Okay. My number 6 was my number 5. So please don't get mad at me for this. The Avengers.
OG Avengers?
OG Avengers at number 6. It was a top 5 movie. But again, the first time we see them all come together, the first time that you see the scope of what the MCU can be. And listen, I was in Key West for this movie. And if you haven't been to Key West, there's only one movie theater in Key West. I camped out at this movie theater because I did not want to miss this movie. And the line was so long for this movie. I was like, I have to get in here opening night. I was there at 11. I was there at 11 o'clock on a Thursday.
Woo!
Waiting to get into this movie, bro. Like, because I was so excited to see what, and it didn't let me down. I was glad I waited. It didn't let me down at all. I was so happy that I saw this movie when I saw it, because we had never seen anything like it before. You know what I mean? Like, and especially if you're a comic book reader, like just seeing it all come together, and then the team is finally together, and then you see Hulk smash, and then Hulk just goes out and just obliterates shit.
Come on.
Perfect reason for me to go to the movie theaters, bro. Perfect movie.
Yep.
So it's my number 6.
At number 5, I got Civil War, and the reason for. Now I'm like you, the comic story, the arc of Civil War, because you included mutants and stuff in there. Marvel was like, we want to do Civil War. We don't have mutants. How can we start? How can we tell this story without the mutant side? And using the events of Age of Ultron as the catalyst to the Civil War, besides using the actual reason people started hating super-powered people in the comics, was brilliant. You were still able to get that conflict to happen with what you had available to you, Marvel, which was brilliantly done. The action in this movie was unlike, I had no complaints about this movie at all. The introduction to T'Challa as Black Panther.
Yes.
Come on. You gave us, oh my God. That alone, in and of itself, I was there for it. For that alone, I ain't gonna hold you. As a black dude, I was like, oh, here we go. My man, T'Challa, let's get it. And they did not disappoint. They did not make him look like a little bitch. He went toe-to-toe with Winter Soldier after he done knocked the fuck out of Black Widow. He showed up. Winter Soldier was like, I can't fuck with him. I gotta run. I gotta get away. And T'Challa was like, not today. They got on that freeway. They was booking it. Captain America was sprinting at like 50 miles an hour. T'Challa was sprinting at 50 miles an hour. Bucky was on a bike. I was like, I am here for all of this shit. The fight at the airport, the stance of, are we going to just do what the government wants us to do, be a hired gun? And Cap was like, nah, we got to be able to go and save the world wherever we got to save the world at, bro. That's our job. That whole conflict.
Yep.
The fight between Bucky, Captain America, and Tony Stark at the end. That was lit.
Oh my God.
The biggest plus I give it is probably like top 5 villains that I've seen on screen. Zemo. He had no superpowers, but was able to fuck up. Able to fuck up
the Avengers.
The Avengers to this extent. People were sleeping on him. People just went there for that. I'm just like, y'all don't understand what this man just did with no powers and the power of hate. This man utilized the power of hate so much. That he had them going against each other. Yes. So they can feel what he felt. Loss. Yeah. I was like, bro, well done, Civil War. Number 5 for me. Number 5.
All right, my number 5. Even though I haven't seen it yet, I'm going to put it at number 5. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings.
Yes.
Listen, for all my avid comic book readers, for all the people who really stay in tune with the Marvel Cinematic Universe and is following it, listen, we just had WandaVision. We just had Loki, right?
Yep.
And now we have What If. This movie, I'm going to put it at number 5, even though I haven't seen it yet, because we've already been introduced to some heavy hitters in the MCU. And now that Marvel does have Venom, we have the Abomination, we have Kang the Conqueror. I think this next phase is going to involve the Kronos Corp.
Woo!
And if we get the Kronos Corp in this fucking phase of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, bro, if we get the Kronos Corp in this fucking phase, I am going to go apeshit because they are going to fucking wreck shit. And I am here for all of it. I am here for all of it. I am ready. I am primed and I am ready. Please give me what I want. Because
give it to me now.
Give it to me. Bro, like I asked this to the Saturday Night Nerds. I was like, is the Abomination teased for this movie? And like as soon as they said yeah, I was like, oh my God. Like, bro. And this movie, I think, I haven't seen it yet. So if this is the movie that I'm thinking it is, this movie is easily my number 1. I'm only putting it at number 5 because I haven't seen it yet. But if we are getting introductions to elders in this movie as well, bro, it is a wrap. It is a wrap. This movie is number 1 for me.
Bro.
So it's at number 5 now, but it has potential to be my number 1.
When you see it, just know September 25th, 2 weeks from now, the Saturday Night Nerds are going to do a roundtable and be talking about this movie, spoilers and everything. So
okay,
y'all need to see it, and when you do, let us know, and we'll, because they want us to come in and talk about it too, man. Because this next phase of, oh my God, I don't want to get too hyped, and then Marvel fuck around and do some shit, which I don't think they will, because they've been in their bag outside of Black Widow. But yes. I think again that was some shit they just had in they fucking bag, and it was just like, we just got to put this shit out somehow. The fact that Shang-Chi, like Black Widow, they're like, you can watch it in theater or Disney Plus. Shang-Chi comes out, they're like, theaters, bitch. Ain't no Disney Plus.
Only.
Ain't theaters no premiere only. Access. Ain't no nothing.
Pay that money.
Ain't no nut gay. Come see it in the big screen, nigga. Come see about us. That lets you know. That lets you know how much they knew that shit was the shit. You know what I'm saying? But damn, bro. Now, you do reserve the right to change your rankings if you go watch it and you just like, this isn't what I thought it was going to be, and change it back. So The fact that you have it at 5 on the faith of my testimony and the rest of the Saturday Night Nerds crew, thank you. That you have that much faith in our reviews. I appreciate it.
Yes, because this movie has a lot of potential in my eyes. Just the fact that Lifter was talking about it so heavy, I was like, okay, I need to see this movie. I really need to see this movie.
Yep. All right, now we in the top 4, my guy. We in the top 4. So number 4 for me, OG Avengers, superhero movie 101. If you are looking to build up to a superhero group or a faction or whatever, look at how Marvel built themselves up to Avengers and do that. DC, I'm talking to you. DC, look at me. DC, DC, pay attention.
Look at me.
What you did with Justice League, don't do that shit no more. Build like because I hear rumblings. I've seen some links. I read some articles. Y'all talk about some Young Justice shit. If y'all fuck around and fuck up Young Justice like y'all fucked up Justice League, I don't know if I can fuck with y'all no more. I'm just saying. Avengers is superhero movie 101. We had X-Men 1, 2, and 3 already by that point. We had Fantastic Four. Yep. We had all of these movies where it was like a team of superheroes coming together. I have never seen anything done as well as Avengers. When they were battling for New York and that camera was rotating around them and they were fighting the fucking aliens, and my man, bro, Captain, I still get goosebumps watching it. Iron Man is fighting. He comes down. He shoots his blaster at Captain America. He uses his shield to direct the laser of the fucking 360 and wipe the motherfuckers out. And I was just like, teamwork? This shit is what I'm talking. Like, when you come together as a team where you know the shit you could do, and they just kept that moving forward, where Thor would use his lightning to power up Tony Stark to overcharge so he could shoot a strong... Bro, that's the shit I'm talking about. Y'all got to come together like that. When you watch and follow X-Men and stuff, you're like, y'all should be fighting as a full-on team. Y'all got the whole danger room where y'all practice teamwork and combining your powers into epic combos and shit. Y'all were just like out there doing random shit. X-Men never gave me this shit. Like, y'all kept saying y'all were a team. X-Men never did anything as a team. My boys Avengers, they came through. I mean, you had the whole the beef in the beginning. Nobody wanted to fuck with one another. Coulson faked his death. You had the Hulk on there fighting Thor. You had Barton, who was brainwashed, came back. Bro. Oh God.
Yes.
Oh God. I was deployed in IUD. We took a town pass or whatever. We were off. We went to the theater out there, saw it out there.
Oh, in that mall?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
That mall was fucking amazing,
bro. I was just like, I think this is the best movie I've seen in my life. Like, I think I want to watch this movie immediately again. Like, when's the next show can I watch this? But we had to get back to base. Amazing movie. I cannot stress how great that movie is. Number 4, OG Avengers.
My number 4, this was a hard one for me because I feel some type of way about it. Number 4, Avengers Endgame.
Endgame? At 4?
Yes.
Okay.
At 4.
Okay.
Now. There are some people that say Infinity War was better than Endgame. I, for the longest time, was not of that group. But I went back and watched it. And I'm shocked to say, bro, like, I kind of like Infinity War better. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold you. I like the time travel. I like everything about the movie. I like that they set up the fact that Tony Stark was going to die in this movie. They set that up early, based on like he was like, please don't change anything. You know what I mean? Like, don't change anything. So I was part of the group that was like, I don't see how y'all could do it, but watching them again, I like Endgame better, bro. Not gonna hold you.
Oh, you like Infinity War better?
I'm sorry, Infinity War. My bad.
So let me just ask you this. The last 30 minutes of Endgame, last 30 minutes of Endgame, have you been as hyped in a theater watching any movie than the last 30 minutes of Endgame?
Not really. Not really. The last 30 minutes of that movie made that movie special for me in a lot of ways.
Okay.
On your left.
Oh my God! Oh!
Dog, that shit was legendary. I'm not gonna hold you.
Oh! Oh! Bro, you want to talk about the whole theater lost they shit? The whole theater lost they shit, dog. Oh my. We'll talk about that.
Hold on. I might have to reevaluate.
No, don't.
I might have to
Don't.
I might have to reevaluate.
You can just piggyback on when I bring it up. You can just piggyback on when I bring it up, bro. Cause I ain't gonna hold you. Infinity War, it's like I can 100% buy the argument Infinity War greater than Endgame. And Dante agrees with you. He's in the comment. Infinity War is better than Endgame for him. But number 3 for me is Infinity War.
Okay.
Because one, we kept getting teased about Thanos. We never seen how about it Thanos was until Infinity War. When the Hulk punched him and his boys was like, hey, let's go help him.
Nah,
and
let him go.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah. No, let him have fun. Let him
bro.
have his fun. Oh, God. Oh, God. What was that? Was that like in the first 10 minutes of this fucking movie? You see the Hulk get hands put on him? Come, bro.
He put hands on Hulk. Bro.
He beat the Hulk back into Banner. The Hulk did not show back up
come back out
until Banner had to do some shit in Endgame to bring him the fuck back out. My man was hitting him with the skibbity paps, the family meal with the 6 biscuits and the 2 large sides. It wasn't a 2-piece and a biscuit. It was the bucket, the 12-piece mixed, the fucking 6 biscuits, the 2 large sides with the fucking gallon of sweet tea from Popeyes. Is what the Hulk got served up with. And I looked at Thanos like, he's going to be a problem throughout the movie. Movie, and he was. Let me also say the part where I got super hyped. There's 2 more parts. When Vision is getting rolled up on, and, you know, Wanda's trying to do her shit, whatever. And they fighting, and that subway goes by, and you see the silhouette of fucking bearded Cap. Let me tell you something. I always wanted a beard, but when Captain America was dressed in all black and had that beard, and old buddy threw that fucking alien scepter at his ass, and he just caught that hole like it was nothing, and him and Black, oh my God. I was like, what you throwing at me? Get the fuck is you? Oh, you ain't heard about me? Oh, you thought I was off the grid for a minute. Oh, because I'm not
that man, Hope.
Oh, because I ain't got the shield. You trying to test me. You thought the shield was why I was about it. Nah, nigga.
I'm that man, Hope.
Nah. Nah. An alien weapon hurled by a buff, strong as fuck alien. Captain was like, "Oh, man, what the fuck is this shit?" Yo, let's go. And also, the battle at Wakanda. E-Bombay. Woo! Wakanda forever.
E-Bombay.
Sprint.
Yep.
He's sprinting out there. Guess who right behind T'Challa? Full sprint. Captain America.
Cap.
My nigga. Out there. Sa, sa, sa. Track hands.
On your
Sa,
left, bitch.
Sa, sa. Bro, he was like, I want the action too. I want the action too. And, oh my God. And last but not least, Thor rolling up with Stormbreaker. I was like, we got it. We made it, guys. We made it. It's okay, guys. Thor is here. And he showed up with that motherfucker. Game changer. Changed the game. Do the thing. Classic line. You should have went for the head. Bow. And then you end the movie like that, and everybody's sitting in their seat like, wait, they lost? It's over? We lost? That, I walked out of there like, bro, cinematic masterpiece. That is how I felt. Not knowing what was in store later on. But number 3 for me, Infinity War.
Okay. My number 3 is also Avengers Infinity War. Because if you know me, you know I'm a huge Thanos fan. And this was our introduction. We got to see Thanos in action. And like when what movie was that? Ultron? When Ultron ended, he was like, fine, I'll do it myself.
Oh, classic. Like, classic.
This was the best part. This is the best part of Ultron to me. I was like, oh, we getting them. We getting them. And then Thor Ragnarok set it up to where they all escape. And then it was like the ship at the end credits of that one.
Yep.
And I was like, oh, they about to get fucked up. So when it happened and it came on, I was like, yes, my guy is finally here. You know what I mean?
Yes.
He is finally here. The only thing, even in Endgame, that I would have wanted a Thanos backstory, like, or some type of play on, because he was in love with death and why he wanted to kill so many people. You know what I mean? Like, he was literally in love with death. You know what I mean? Like, I wish they would have brought that out, or he had the Reality Stone have some type of physical embodiment of death, or Hela. You know what I mean? Like, because Thor Ragnarok came out right before Infinity War.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, Hela is the goddess of death, and he's in love with Hela or some shit. You could have played it like that.
Yeah.
But that movie, for me, I was like, oh my God, yes. And he put hands on Hulk.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like,
I'm probably about to watch that shit after we get done, man.
he put hands on Hulk. He wasn't bullshitting with Hulk. They was like, nah, man, let him go. He's like, should we help him? Nah, fuck it. Let him go. Let him have his fun. And he beat the brakes off Banner. You know what I mean? He beat the brakes off the Hulk. He was like, hey, get back in Banner. Chill there. Don't come back out. And then Banner was trying to bring him back out. He was like, no, I'm not doing this shit.
Come out. No. Hell no. Hulk ribs hurt.
Crazy. Yeah.
Hulk ribs hurt. Yo.
The man hurt me. No, I'm not coming. It was a great movie, man. That is my number 3.
And low key, let me just say, I know y'all know I don't fuck with Star-Lord because of his actions in this movie. But even because of his actions in this movie, look how high up it is. So I mean, I don't hate everything Star-Lord is in. So I mean, don't be coming at me like I just be, oh shit, who's that? Peter Quill? I hate it. I fucks with. I mean, he just had a real stupid decision. I felt he's the dumbest motherfucker in the team because of some shit like that. If you can't go mission first, like, hey man, like your girl dead, ain't shit you can do at this point. You know, you know you can't fuck with this dude by yourself.
Right.
You know, I'm gonna be mad. You took my girl, so now half the galaxy dies or vanishes, whatever. Top 2 movies.
Top 2. We are here. I know Endgame is one of yours.
Oh, it is. Number 2, in fact. Number 2, in fact. I put Masterpiece here because Endgame is only number 2 based on everything that came before it, and this is the sum of all the movies. You know what I'm saying? Because if this was a movie in and of itself, by itself, the first 80% of the movie is all exposition and explanation and time and all this other stuff. But I was willing to sit through that because the last 20% of this movie, my experience in a theater on opening weekend, I became the person that I hate in theaters that just yell and be hyped for shit. But it was fine because 100% of the rest of the theater was on that same energy. When that motherfucker, whoa, my God. First of all, when he sends Nebula to go get the fucking the gauntlet, she's like, "What are you gonna do?" He was like, "I'm gonna wait," and he just sat there, waiting for the smoke of the Avengers. He sat on rocks with his fucking dual blades shoved in the ground, took his helmet off, just skipping fucking rocks or just doing whatever. And they showed up, and my man hit him with that motherfucking line. You couldn't live with your own failure. Where did that bring you? Back to me. The balls of Thanos to know he had the hands to deal with the 3 strongest, not strongest because the Hulk is out there, the 3 most probably capable Avengers. Because he ain't even fucking worried about Hulk. He already pieced up Hulk. So he's just like, bro, I'm just waiting to fuck y'all up. And then my daughter finna bring this glove back. And then I'm about to just destroy everything. Like, y'all weren't cool with me just getting rid of half of motherfuckers for your benefit. Now I'm just going to erase the fuck out of all of y'all. Because y'all hard-headed. I was like, Thanos is on another level. And, you know, Thor had his fucking Mjolnir and Stormbreaker. And my man had Thor scared. He had that axe, and Thor was sitting there like, bro, it's over. That hammer started floating up. I was like, is Thor calling this shit to himself? Is he calling it with his other hand? That motherfucker slapped Thanos and came back. And You talk about that theater? Oh my God. Oh my God. You talk about a theater lit. Oh my God. That was me. Literal noise. Oh, let's go. Let's go. I stood up. The dude next to me stood up clapping. Let's fucking go. Let's do this. Like it was a football game. Oh my God. And he started piecing them up with the fucking combos. My man started swinging that shit. Hit him up, bam. Hit him with that lightning weave combo. Struck him back down with it. I'm like, he using the hammer better than Thor using the hammer. He using the hammer better than Thor using the hammer. What is happening here?
Now, just give me the look. Give me my shit.
Yeah.
You take this.
But then when he got his, then Thanos got his feet under him. He was like, yeah, that was cute. You caught me off guard. I ain't gonna hold you, Cap. You caught me off guard. But that little vibranium shield ain't pop, 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 click, click. And Cap got up like everybody else fucked up. He got up. He had this gash on his arm. He tightened that shield on his arm. And he was like, I'm all that's left. I got to fight for the Earth. You know, like, if I die, I die. Hey, Cap.
Yep.
On your left. Tears. Tears, dude. Literally, like, I'm not. Hey, y'all listening? Y'all watching? Y'all watching? This was a 39-year-old man in the theater. 38 at the time. I'm sorry. Tears. I don't even fuck with Falcon like that at this point. Because I'm like, this motherfucker just fly around with SMGs and pistols and shit. You ain't really doing shit to help. You just here. You know what I'm saying? That portal opened. When T'Challa came out, the theater was quiet. Everybody's like, oh. I yelled,
Wakanda forever!
and people repeated it. I was like, man, I'm that dude. Like, I was trying to hold it. Bro, I'm watching this shit. I'm watching this shit.
I am the motherfucker.
I'm watching it happen. T'Challa comes out with all of Wakanda behind him. It is right here in my throat. Wakanda Forever is right here. I'm just like, I don't want to ruin the movie for other people.
Fuck the people. Wakanda forever!
When it came out, there was like a 2-second delay before the next person started letting Ibombe with the movie. Ibombe! I was like, yes, I'm with my family. I'm with people like me. We love this shit too.
I love all of you.
Yes, we're all here. We're all here. We're all in tears. Let's go. And then Spider-Man comes out. I'm like, oh, it's my nigga Peter. He here too. We all here. The gang's all here. Everybody's here. Let's start. Let's go. And then Peter Quill came out. And yo, real shit. Motherfuckers started booing. And I was like, yes, boo. I was like, I wanna come to every movie with you guys. You guys get me. You guys get me.
I love you. I love all of you.
Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. That, and then Tony Stark obviously dying. Oh
my God.
To me, I was like, this is the end of the most amazing journey in cinematic history. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yes. Let me tell you what the movie theater did when I went. So just like you, when Mjolnir came back and it was Captain America, boy, that movie theater went ape shit. They were like, oh my God, yes! Oh my God, he is worthy.
Yep.
He is worthy. We knew it. Oh my God. And then when On Your Left happened, when that happened, bro, I was in a perfect movie theater for this shit. Because everybody was, it was like Cap. And then like you heard, oh my God. It's like, because everybody knew like he was gone.
Is that him? Yeah.
Oh my God. What the fuck? It was like,
the snap worked. The snap worked.
Yeah. On Your Left. Oh my God! Yes. Then that hole opened up, and then people started walking out. And then everybody was like, Wakanda. Wakanda. Nobody said forever. Like people was just fucked up. Wakanda. We're here, and it was like when all that shit happened, and then like when all the women in the theater was going ape shit, like when Okoye and all of them teamed up, and it was like,
we'll take it from here.
Ape shit for that.
Oh my God,
it was going ape shit for that, and then when Tony Stark died, like the theater went silent. So it was just like lit. Silent, and then you can hear it's just like people crying like a motherfucker in that theater. Like I'm looking at my daughter is like hard down crying because she's an Iron Man fan.
Oh yeah,
she's like hard down crying, like boo-hooing, bro. Like, so I take the opportunity to be an asshole. I'll be like, You all right? She's like, no.
You good?
No, I'm not.
Hey, you good? You crying?
Yeah, no, I'm totally not all right. Then somebody went to sleep in this fucking movie theater, bro. I don't know if they was high or what, but like in the midst of everybody crying while Tony Stark is dead,
yeah,
like somebody's snoring, and like you can hear sniffles and this one motherfucker snoring. I'm like, wake your ass up, bro. Like,
fuck out of here.
This movie is not bad. Yeah, you are trash, sir. you sir, are trash.
Oh my god. But I walked out of Endgame smiling and satisfied, bro.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
Because Apple had class, so we had to watch it Sunday. Because she was like, wait for me to watch it. I was like, you wildin'. I'm watching it. I'll watch it twice. That's where I'm at. So the second time watching it with Apple, because she has no idea what the fuck she is in store for.
For real?
So we get to the part where the hammer floats up. She's watching it. This me looking at her. Like reliving the first time experience through her. Like I'm still hyped. Like the theater isn't like it wasn't as live as it was when I saw it the day prior.
Right.
But people were still excited. And I'm just like looking at her and she's just like, oh. Like she didn't have my energy. And I felt bad.
Right.
You know
right.
Like you didn't have the energy I had when I saw it yesterday. Like you gotta and granted cause
I need you hype. You ain't
granted,
hype
she ain't really into the comics and stuff or whatnot. Or like even when she watches the movie, like she don't come and research the movie and be like, who's that? What's the story behind this? She's just like, I'm just seeing the movie because I just see it as a continuation of shit. But like she liked it, but she didn't have the energy I had the day before, and I was expecting that from her. But it's cool because I mean, she ain't gonna get it like I get it. She ain't a nerd on not a nerd, but she ain't on the shit like I am. But I was just glad that I was able to see it in a theater full of people to where like. Because I felt, bro, the level of bad I felt when Wakanda Forever came out of my mouth. I was like, bro, I'm the black dude that's yelling in the theater. They're going to be like, shut your ass the fuck up. Bro.
What the fuck is he doing?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm that guy now. But then they all fucked with it too, and I'm just like, yes, come on. But yeah, shit. But yeah, that's number two.
Shit.
That's number two for me. That's number two for me. Endgame. Endgame is number two.
So I fucked up. And I got to figure out where I fucked up at. Because I somehow have...
You did what you did because you started first. So the next one should be your number one.
This is my number one.
Yeah.
All right.
And I already know what it is because apparently we have the same number one.
Yes, we do.
Because I have not heard you say that movie yet. But go ahead.
Yes, we do.
But go ahead.
Captain America, the Winter Soldier.
Let's go! Let's go!
Captain America, the Winter Soldier. Bro, this movie, the plot, the setup, everything about this movie, fucking perfect. This is hands down the best Marvel movie. I don't see how anybody could disagree with this shit. Hands down, the best Marvel movie.
I 100% agree. The fact that, because I like thrillers, I like spy stuff. You know what I'm saying? Espionage, all that stuff, and that is what Winter Soldier was. Like when you found out Hydra is S.H.I.E.L.D. at that point, and like the fact that Captain America is willing to like, bro, this shit ain't right. I ain't behind this shit.
Right.
I ain't behind this shit. You know, even though Nick Fury is like trying to sell him on this shit. He looking at Nick Fury like, bro, y'all fucking up. Like this shit ain't right. Then once Nick Fury got fucked up and he showed up in that thing, he was like, bro, you might have been right. Like, Shield ain't what you thought it was. Shield ain't what you thought it was. Fam, the fight scenes in this movie. Come on. Let's fucking talk about it. Let's talk about the elevator scene in and of itself. That is,
bro,
peak.
The elevator scene is so good in this movie. They do multiple callbacks to it. It's so fucking good, bro. It's so good. They do multiple callbacks to that one scene, and the fact that anytime anybody is in an elevator, like, because they did it on Loki too, when they went to the elevator, or they fought to the elevator, they have not been able to top that scene. That scene is so fucking legendary.
My man was like, so before we start, does anyone want to get off? He is in there with like 8 other dudes who want to fuck him up.
Who he knows is Hydra agents. He's like, I don't give a fuck. So I'm gonna fuck all y'all. Whoever's in this elevator is getting fucked up. So if you don't want to get fucked up, please, you have my sympathies. Get the fuck off the elevator. Right now.
Let's not even skip the intro part where he fights GSP. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
He jumps down, just jumps off a plane with no parachute. Jumps off the plane like, did he have a parachute? Nope. Cause he that nigga. Captain America is just that, like, the scene on the freeway where he fights Bucky. You know, the hand-to-hand with Bucky. That shit lit the fuck. Oh my gosh, bro. You can't. To me, that, like, I don't know. Bro, Captain America is just that dude. That movie was written well. The fact that it was just him and Black Widow and the introduction of Falcon, which everybody was like, you know, I feel bad because, like, Falcon shows up and, like, us as black people weren't super excited about Falcon. Like, we knew he was a Black Avenger, but we ain't come out. Like, we didn't come out in droves to see this one. You know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't come out like, yeah, support Falcon. Yeah, like, it's just, I mean, you got wings. You got wings and shit. Then the minute his wings didn't work, he's like, I'm grounded, Cap. You got to do it by yourself. Cap's like, fuck, man. I was planning on doing it anyway.
Bitch, I laughed you 10 times in 2 minutes. Of course I'm gonna do this shit by myself, bro. Of course.
Bro, the fight scenes, the story, the who, like, the twists and turns of it, the director of S.H.I.E.L.D. actually being the dude from Hydra.
Did we get Natasha Romanoff in this movie too?
We did. It was like, because she was paired up with him. So you had probably two of the, I don't want to say less super powered people of the Avengers, because Captain America is legit with the serum. But, like, Romanoff is just her knowledge of hand-to-hand combat and her agility and stuff like that. And then Falcon, a regular dude who just has the fucking jetpack. And Nick Fury.
Right.
Like, them 4 took down S.H.I.E.L.D. and Hydra.
Yep.
You know, and took down those carriers before they can eliminate a third of the population of the world and all this other shit. So that, like, that movie, like, if it is not your top one, from what I've seen, it's most people's in their top 3. I see Emperor King Will in here. He's like, he disagrees. So, Will, what's your number 1 MCU movie? If you still here, what's your number 1 MCU movie?
Who, Will? I'm curious.
Because he hearing like, that ain't it for me. He fall asleep every time Captain America on screen. You just need more rest, bro, because I don't see how you just falling asleep when that dude on the screen.
For real.
So you mean to tell me you slept at the end of Civil War when him, Bucky, and Iron Man were fighting? Because you're like, oh, it's Captain America. I'm out of here. Sleep. You slept at the end of Endgame when he picked up the fucking Mjolnir and started fighting Thanos? You asleep? You asleep, huh? You asleep, Will?
No.
You asleep, Will? That's what you telling me?
Lying to us, I can respect.
That's
but
all
lying
cap.
to yourself.
That's cap, bro. No pun intended. That's cap. You lying. What's your number one movie, man? Nah, ain't no think about it. He talk about think about it. Nah. Write the name of the movie. Right? What's that mean? What's that mean when that dude's like, I want it? Write the name of that movie. Put it in there. That's cool. It didn't impress you. What's your movie? What's your number one MCU movie?
Iron Man. Ladies and gentlemen, episode 55 of the Smoke Pit is brought to you by.
That concludes today's episode of the Smoke Pit. I hope that you. Iron Man is your best,
Sir.
the best
Sir.
MCU movie.
Sir.
Deontay, weigh in the
Sir.
comments real quick. We finna have y'all call.
Sir.
We finna have y'all patch in real quick and explain this
For
shit.
real. Sir.
This might have to
Iron
be.
Man?
This might be a 2-part episode.
For real. Sir. Iron Man? Seriously? Iron Man?
Hold on. Let me copy this link and
I
get
think
this
we
motherfucker
both had Iron Man at the lower end of the top 10.
Yeah, I had it at 8. Number 8 overall.
Yeah, I had it at horrible.
It's not a horrible movie, man. But it's not as
I
good
mean,
as
to have it at number 1
yes.
over Endgame, at least over Endgame.
Yep,
Sir,
y'all,
this is
bro. You see the link? You see the link in the comments, man. Go ahead and jump in
please
here, bro.
tap in. Please
Deontay, feel free to
tap
join if you can as well.
in.
Look, my
See,
man.
that I can respect. I can respect that.
Yeah, this here, okay.
I can respect that.
Because
But
Infinity War,
Iron Man?
Infinity War was number 3 for me. So like anything in the top 5, to me, in my top 5, I'm like, I respect people just changing shit up and anything like that. Over anything, Iron Man is over anything Captain America.
Sir, please.
What's your beef with Captain America, bro? Are you mad
What is it?
Are you mad Chris Evans was the Human Torch in Fantastic Four? Is that why you mad at him?
He has to be.
And I understand that was a horrible decision by his agent and him. But I mean, he didn't know. He was like, bro, this is Marvel. You know, it's comic book shit. It should get money, right?
Iron Man was that guy, bro.
I need y'all to here we
But
go.
not in.
Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Emperor Will to the Smoke Pit.
I need y'all to
Hey,
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Emperor Will to the Smoke Pit.
I need y'all to
yo, you got your volume on your video up?
Turn your volume
Turn the
down.
volume
bro.
down on it.
I need y'all to
Yo, you got your volume on
Turn your volume down, bro.
That's good.
The more I hear myself, the more I know I sound like an asshole. You know what I mean? Like, if I hear myself in playback, I just sound like an asshole.
Hold on real
It's
quick.
weird.
Yeah, we had to mute him real quick. Let's see. See if we still got the echo.
Hush. I accept that. Khan says I am an asshole. I accept that.
He says I am an asshole. Yeah, whenever you're ready, just unmute yourself, Will.
I accept that.
He says I am bad.
Oh, it's still echoing. What do you got the video playing back on?
I accept it. He says I am bad. Oh, it's still echoing. Whenever you're ready. What do you got the video playing back on? I accept it. He says I am bad. Oh, it's still echoing. Whenever you're ready. What do you got the video playing back on? I accept it. He says I am bad. Oh, it's still echoing. Whenever you're ready. What do you got the video playing back on? I accept it.
Ooh, yeah. I'm sitting there listening to myself like, ugh.
Gross.
Yeah, so normally what it is, Will, if you're watching on your phone, just turn the volume down of the video on the phone. Or or if it's if you're watching it on the laptop. Like I don't think like if you're playing it on the laptop, like it shouldn't echo back, right? Like just tap into the stream and then close out whatever you was watching the video on, whatever tab you had it up on.
Just tap into the
This is why Iron Man is his best movie, ladies and gentlemen.
Stop it. Uh-oh, here we go. You there, Will?
Right. Better?
Hey, There we go. All right.
All right.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know this fine
Now, I heard
individual,
somebody said this is why Captain America
hold on.
is the best movie.
let me
Hold on.
let me give you an introduction, sir. Let me give you an introduction.
Okay.
Calm down.
Okay.
Calm down.
Ladies
He went
and,
straight he went for the gusto.
Ooh.
ladies and gentlemen,
All right.
welcome to the show.
Thank you.
One half of the founders of the Saturday Night Nerds, my man Emperor King Will D. Mabin, jumping in here. Like I said, this is a crossover thing we're doing with the Saturday Night Nerds. So he decided to jump in here and defend his
Breaking all types of fourth wall.
his choice of Iron Man being his number one MCU movie. So the floor is yours, sir. Go ahead.
I guess basically, I just like him as a hero. He's a
That's it?
sarcastic, wise, funny when you need him, intelligent, strong, overall needed. Captain America, one note.
What?
One note.
Is that not an...
No, this guys, we gotta go by rules and regulations.
Let him have
Guys,
his
we
fun.
can't kill him.
Let him have his fun.
He's
Continue.
Don't do it. Cap, that was wrong. That was wrong, Iron Man. And you know it. Yeah, but my method would have got the job done. No. It's the America way. It's the right way. And it's got him in a lot of messes. It's got him in a lot of messes. And it's just like, can we do without him? If it came down to it, do we need Captain America?
Hold on. So, you want me to believe that
I
we
just don't like his
need
do-good attitude.
The man played by the rules. He didn't kill nobody. He just sought justice in his own way. Right?
We got a lot of people
Hydra-
killed.
Hey, collateral damage. All is fair. The man was fighting in a war.
But
Things
if
happen
we
in
had
war.
done it a different way, maybe not so much collateral damage.
What different way are you talking?
Okay. So, all right. In the movie, like in Civil War,
Uh-huh.
was okay. Help me out. Was Tony on the side that was like, you know what? Y'all don't need to. We need a
Like we kind of need a leash.
mutant?
We need somebody
Right.
to control us. Like we just can't
The
be bothered
Sokovia
out.
Accords.
Yeah.
Right? The Sokovia
Yeah, because
Accords.
there's more out there that's dangerous than other.
Okay.
Right. You know, sort of like an ID. Like, show me your ID. Okay, he's threat level. So just in case we get a phone call, hey, dude's going off the hinges again, threat level, we gotta calm him down, or we just gotta snuff him. Captain America is free. Hey, no. Freedom. Let him run around. Let him be free. But
Okay.
what if one day Magneto and Charles gets angry? at the government.
Okay, so we venturing
And
off
go
into the
march.
comic book.
No.
This is what
We talk about MCU movies, my guy. You talk about some other stuff like
No, I'm
talking
saying
about
yeah,
comic
it could happen. It could happen
We
in the
talking
MCU
about-
movies. I'm saying, what if?
leading
it
up
does
to now.
happen.
We talk about everything that has been MCU canon right now. You talk about it can because now
But
they have X-Men.
But since you,
I'm saying
since
that's
you
what
did,
the war was over.
right.
That's what the
But
war was over.
since you did venture into this area of what ifs, right?
Mm-hmm.
So realistically,
Dude, I'm
what
blind.
he was fighting for was the identity of said superheroes. They have to identify themselves, which if certain individuals were identified, they can be targeted, hunted, and killed. This is what he was really fighting for, because he had lost friends to that battle because they were identified as having those types of powers. And those people were persecuted, hurt, or killed, and he did not like that. Being that those people didn't actually do anything, they just weren't identifying themselves. And once they got identified, they were targeted heavy. He was not against.
I understand.
He was saying they needed to go about it a different way, but the way they went about it and stayed on it, he was not with. Even in the MCU, he was against it because of that fact. It identified people who could be targeted and hunted, and he did not like the Sokovia Accords limiting them and what they were able to do to save people. He believed that they should take a more vigilante approach, which played out perfectly for the movie because you had people with him, you had people against him. Now, as far as Iron Man in this situation, in my opinion, was being a total fucking douchebag because he had money on the back end founding Stark Industries from government organizations, which played out in the movies. He was on the side of the government because it helped fund his organization. And he was able to move directly and get more money to fund these things. What, Matt?
So in the movie, I want to give Tony a little bit more credit as far as having money involved, because like speaking directly to the mother of the child who was killed in Sokovia based on the shit that they did, he was
Exactly.
the only one who got that interaction. So I can see why Tony's like, yo, we kind of be out here wilding, and based on what y'all did in Africa, blowing up that building, we probably should reel it back in.
Yeah.
Right.
We should we should be kind of under this accord to where the government can be like, this is something worthy of your intervention, or we'll take care of it. My side is I'm looking at Cap, like he did not just unveil Hydra being involved in the U.S. government in the
Right.
previous movie, Winter Soldier. So if you're just like, we'll just wait for the government to tell us what to do, like, bitch, the government was about to send 3 helicarriers up there to eliminate a third of the world's population that didn't agree with Hydra. So we can't be tied to one government or whatever government. We need to be able to
Right.
find where shit is wrong. We go
And
correct
do
that.
after it.
Yes. So that is
Yeah.
why
Yeah.
Cap
The
is,
man is speaking truth.
that's it. So
He's speaking
hence
truth.
Captain America fits
Why you over there picking your nails like
fits the
The man is
Captain
speaking
America
come on?
fits the ideology of a hero. And if we want to dabble into the comics, the minute they were having the Civil War and they looked like he was about to fucking destroy fucking it, the civilians was like, fam, y'all are wildin'. Look at what y'all did to our town. And he looked around, he was like, oh shit, I am wild. Arrest me, take me in. I'm in the wrong. I turned into a criminal. I overstepped.
And Tony was like,
Yep.
Yep.
Steve Rogers was like, hey, bro, I am wild. Take me in. You know what I'm saying? Like, he realized that. So the fact that you can have somebody that strong on the verge of just turning the
Like
tides of
snapping?
everything, and then to realize, oh shit, I'm out of control. I'm in the wrong.
Plus, we
Take
got
me
a
in.
whole Hulk.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. My man, he Captain America is Marvel's Superman. He is the dude everybody should look to when they're like, this is what a hero should be. This is what a hero should be. And every comic franchise has their front runner. He's probably not the fan favorite, but he is the poster boy for what a hero should be. You know? Because when you talk to Marvel back in the 90s, bro, probably about 90% of people's like, Wolverine's my dude. And Wolverine is not the idea of what you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Wolverine is not the dude where you're like,
you should not be your poster boy.
who do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be Wolverine. Like, that's not it. You know, you supposed to be like, I want to be Captain America or Superman.
But if it was my son, I'd be like, you got the right idea. By any means necessary, you get that job done.
You know, like, it's so that is, I mean, to the reason you brought up, because as a hero, he relates to you more. I mean, that's the biggest big joker you can play. Like, now I can't come at you for you wanting to put Iron Man at number 1, because that's your boy. That's Tony Stark is your dude. The cockiness, the intelligence, to be able to be, I'm cocky because I know I'm right type shit. I respect that. So okay, I'll buy that. But what I won't buy is you talk about you falling asleep on Captain America. That was straight disrespectful and uncalled for, sir.
Disrespect to the highest order.
You didn't have to go that far, my guy. You ain't had to go that far.
I'm sorry, man. I was being petty. What did you want me to say?
Real quick, give us. Have you seen Shang-Chi yet or not?
I've seen, yeah.
Give us probably about five minutes. What you think and how excited?
Non-spoiler.
Non-spoiler.
Like, yeah, I think it's a good movie, man. And I'm tired of people coming at it like, it'll never be Black Panther. Stop trying to hold it to Black Panther standards. Of course, Black Panther is on its own pedestal. What are you talking about?
Yep.
Stop trying to do that with every movie.
Yeah.
Because it's not going to happen. Shang-Chi by itself is on its own pedestal. So we're talking about culture. These two are like the yin and yang of the culture. And they are doing their thing, man. You know what I'm saying? And I have no complaints about it. Like, I wish they could have did more. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit.
Yeah.
But I think they hit the nail on the head. I think they did what they were supposed to do. Hey.
Okay.
They brought their culture into it with not too much like, and not forgetting about where they at, the MCU. So MCU meets their culture and keeping it all by books, in the books. You know what I'm saying? So I love the final villain, the plot twist. They did some good stuff. You know what I'm saying? So
there it is.
They get my praises.
I fucks with it.
Ladies and gentlemen, September 25th, we coming with the full reaction from my man Emperor King Will and Dante Straw Hat Poppy in the comments, Dante Lifter. Spoilers will be there September 25th. We talking about projections, what we think it's going to go. It's going to be a good conversation. So if you have not seen it and you want to kind of participate in this, bro, all you got to do is go to YouTube, probably type in Shang-Chi and origin of Shang-Chi, things of all that stuff, and you could probably start getting yourself prepared for this conversation we gonna have in 2 weeks about this movie. So we giving y'all time to watch this movie. So when the 25th come and we come in here with these spoilers, I don't want to hear, oh, y'all ruining the movie, because it's been out.
I'm going tomorrow. But
I appreciate you tuning in, man. Tapping in with us, Will.
All right.
We'll let you get back to your shit, man. Be easy, bro.
All right.
Laters. All
right, man. So, with that being said, I knew this was gonna be a long episode. This is gonna have to be a two-parter. But
fuck it. I liked it.
I did too, man. So that's where we standing at with this. Final shots and thoughts. What you got, Black?
So I want to send a couple of shout outs. So the first shout out is going to be for my classmate Farrell Miller. Today is her birthday, so happy birthday. She's also a Pitmaster, so all the Pitmasters wish her a happy birthday. She's growing older and wiser, so I know they back there drinking right now, so I hope y'all having fun. I hope y'all watching the show. So you can get this shout out and be happy for it. So happy birthday to Farrell. The other shout out I have is for Pitmaster Roy White, who runs Rev Gaming. He just hit the 600 follower mark. So shout out to you. If you haven't been watching him, watch him. He's approaching that level, man. So I'm really happy for what he's doing.
Is he on Twitch too, or just Facebook gaming?
Just Facebook for now. Okay. I think he does both, actually.
Okay.
But him and the Jimmy G Experience, they do a lot of Facebook streams, so that's where I mostly follow them and send them stars. But if you do have a gaming channel, man, let us know, because I do like to go in there for a time or two and just pass out stars. But hey, man, Farrell, when I said you're getting older is some cool shit. Embrace that. You getting older. A lot of us wasn't supposed to make it this far, so you know what? You older. You're older, you're better. I'm not gonna say older is a bad thing. It's not anymore, because the older I get, the more I'm like, shit, these check knees lights is coming on, and yours ain't came on yet. So enjoy that shit. But yeah, man, shout out to everybody. It's been a cool time, man. So shout out to everybody doing your shit. If you are doing something, let us know. We'll be happy to support it. I'm always happy to support game night on Patreon. I'm going to try to do that tomorrow, around 6 p.m. Eastern. So I'll try to do it. We'll be playing Black Card Revoked. The winner will get either a PS4 or PS Now subscription.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
I thought you was about to give away PS4s.
Fuck no, we ain't giving no PS4s away. We ain't there yet. Hey, subscribe to this Patreon though. If y'all subscribe to the Patreon, we might be able to give away a PS4 or a PS5. But no, I'm giving away a PS Now or Xbox Ultimate. One of those subscriptions will be given.
Okay.
So, hell no, we ain't there yet.
I was about to sign up with a fake account. Yeah, golly, I
ain't there yet.
I just joined up. Hopefully, I can win this PS4.
I heard about you guys.
I follow and subscribe, and I support you guys. I bought some merch. Wearing them glasses with the fake nose and the mustache. Like, Will, get your punk ass off this goddamn.
Get your ass off of here.
Hopefully I can get this PS4, huh?
No, we're giving away a PS Now or Xbox Ultimate. It's one of the two.
Nice.
And that'll be strictly off the winner's preference if you play PS4 or Xbox, or PS5 and Xbox Series X. The subscription is there for you. So
nice. Only thing I got is I just appreciate you guys, man. Rolling with us, supporting us, sharing, streaming the audio on Spotify or wherever you're streaming stuff at. I just appreciate you guys. And if you're listening, you want to join the group and the video and the live discussion, follow us on YouTube, That Feeling Podcast Network, or over here on Facebook. You can join the Smoke Pit Podcast fan group. Just join up. answer some questions, and you in the group, and you can see all this good stuff and participate in the daily shenanigans that happen in the group. But yeah, the real perks are over in the Patreon. At the end of this month, we'll be doing our Patreon $100 giveaway. So just make sure if you want to be a part of that, jump in. Because holidays is coming. You want this money.
Hell yeah.
We're going to throw some money your way. So it's just us giving back what we can at the moment to our Patreons and appreciating their support. We also have the Smoke Pit OCP patches. We got about 35 of them left. For anybody wanting them, just reach out, let us know, and we'll tell you how to get the money to us, and we'll get the address and send you away. But other than that, man, I just want to let y'all know that I really appreciate you guys fucking with us, rolling with us, rocking with us, all that good stuff from day one till now. It's a slow grow, but we growing, and we appreciate you guys staying there. So thanks.
Yep.
Cool. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and wrap this up. Smoke Pit episode 55 on a Saturday night. Shout out again to the Saturday Night Nerds for clearing their schedule, letting us come out here and be nerds. Again, you'll be able to hear this on our podcast network, DFPN, and we're also going to share this over there with the Saturday Night Nerds because this is their shit too, the Nerd Talk shit. So, without further ado, I am the homie Mac, a.k.a. your boy.
And I am bred like a king. Matus Kelvin Cayley. Thank you for tuning in to Smoke Pit episode 55. Come back next week. We'll be here rocking with it. Till then, have love, make sex. Peace.
Peace. And let's talk about these brackets. And while we at it, tell me whose man's is this? Cause I got questions. I'm hoping you can answer it. Get ready, cause you know we gon' talk a lot of shit. It's Mac and Makk. Welcome to the Smoke Pit.